everybody. I'm so glad that you're joining me here for this quick tutorial on the 5 Tibetan rites. Now, many of you might not have heard of the Tibetan rites or what they are or what they promise for you, but what they are is a very quick way to warm up your spine and to get a positive spin on your energy centers or your chakras and feel good in your body no matter what is going on in the world. And with so much going on and with yoga studios unable to open their doors at this time, I really believe that this is a great place for all of us to start, especially if you have yet to establish yourself in a home practice. So what it does for you, the benefits of doing the 5 Tibetan rites is you'll have sound sleep, waking sleeping cycles, good spinal health. A lot of people who do the Tibetan rites every day or as often as they can, they do see weight loss happen because the energy centers are spinning quite frequently with this positive vibe that happens from these 5 exercises. Now, a couple of things before we get started. I'm going to show you each rite, and the goal is to do them well and to feel well in your body. So when we do the repetitions of the 5 Tibetan rites, you should only do them in multiples of 7 up to 21. So if you're a beginner to this, even if it looks simple to you, do 7 of each of these at a time. All right, and then work yourself up to weight 14, and then finally work yourself up to 21. And the more you do it, you'll become very fluid in these 5 exercises where you can really get them done in about 10 minutes. So it's a very minimum amount of time commitment for a huge benefit for your body, for your mind, for your spirit, for your energy. So that being said, a couple of things also, you want to make sure that you do them after you take a shower. So you're building up all this prana, all this life force energy, and you don't want to wash it away by doing them and then hopping in the shower. And so it's best to do them clean. It's also best to do them first thing in the morning. Do not do this before you go to bed because you will not go to bed, all right? So even though it's great for creating positive waking sleeping cycles, best to do them in the beginning of the day, maybe early afternoon like I'm doing them right now, but do not do them anywhere after like 5 or 6 p.m., all right? So the first Tibetan rite, very simple. We're gonna do a Wonder Woman twirl. All right, so you're going to turn yourself clockwise, and you can go slow or you can go fast. All right, so it's very simple. You just open up your arms and then you can slowly turn. So that's 1 revolution, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, and 7. And you might feel very dizzy, so always put a hand down first after this one to get yourself to the ground, and then put yourself in a savasana and kind of let the world come back to normal before you do Tibetan rite number 2. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is almost like plow pose, except there's a little bit of a lift to it. So you're gonna bring the arms slightly underneath your seat. And I like to tuck my chin in a little bit, or you can even lift your head on this one, and that does help me. So it's up to preference here. You're gonna bring the legs up, you're gonna push up, and then you're gonna bring the legs behind the head, then push back up, and then roll back down. So that's 1, 2, 3. And like I said, slow as fast as you can for whatever works for you. 5. 6. And 7. And then once again, take yourself into a small Savasana and kind of let the heart rate come back down. All right, from here, Tibetan Rite number 3. So it looks like camel or Ustrasana pose, except we're going to tuck toes under from the side. The hands come slightly below the glutes, and there is a little bit of pressure with my fingers here. You're going to sway back, tuck chin in, and then lift chin up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then once again, give yourself a small rest. All right, the next one, Tibetan Rite number 4, is a tabletop position. So you can do this flat fingers. I have a little bit of a longer torso, so I like to do collapsed fingers for this for me. But flat fingers is great. It's just that I get stuck to my mat. So you choose. You can also do it on the fingertips if you would like and you have that kind of strength. So the feet are open about hip-width distance. Hands are behind the hips, slightly out a little bit so that the hips can slide through. You're gonna bring yourself up to a tabletop position, and then you're gonna bring yourself back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then give yourself a break. All right, and then the last Tibetan Rite. So you're gonna come up to, it looks like down dog, but it's like not a good down dog. All right, so you're gonna bring yourself up and you're gonna walk the feet out a little bit further than you normally would so that the spine has a chance to move. You're gonna come up on the toes and then bring yourself out. Come back. The chin is tucked in, then I bring the chin all the way up. Let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I like to sit back a little bit after this one into child's pose. So give them a whirl. For those of you that are in the Aurora area, I gave this to the Halahat Aurora Sports Club this past weekend so that they could add it to their home practice or use it if they didn't have the time for a home practice or just to kind of wake themselves up to something new. And they seem to really be enjoying it. So do what you can with what you have. Message me with any questions. I will try and get back to you within the day, but give me some time. I'm fielding a lot of things right now, a lot of questions from a lot of people, and just give me some time to really serve everybody as much as I can. So know that anytime you send me something, I do think it's important. I'm just having a lot of correspondence lately. All right, so I do hope that this finds you well and that you give this a shot. But like I said, first thing in the morning, early afternoon, not evening or late at night, okay? And reap the benefits from it because it is such a wonderful, quick practice that will pick up your mood and your energy and have you thriving no matter what is going on in your life. I hope this finds you well. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you soon. Namaste.